Hi good peoples. How are you all? I am here to tell you about real-life knowledge of science other than the boring books and theory. Let's know about science with fun. This time I will tell you about an interesting science fact. Do you know what is the heaviest thing in universe? Elephant, whale, dinosaurs, Jupiter, Sun. Well, none of these, but something else, and it's too heavy that only teaspoon of it has a mass of 1 trillion kilograms. And this thing's is neutron star. A neutron star is a tiny but incredibly heavy ball of matter left over from a star that exploded. It's only about 20 kilometers, 12 miles, wide, but it's so dense that just a teaspoon of its material would weigh as much as a mountain. You might be thinking what a neutron star is. First, let's know about a few terms to understand it properly. First, know about a star. Stars are huge balls of hot gas, mostly hydrogen and helium, that shine because they burn fuel in their cores. Our Sun is an example of a star. Now let's know about supernova. A supernova is the dramatic explosion that happens when a massive star reaches the end of its life. It's one of the most powerful and brilliant events in the universe. Big stars, much larger than our Sun, burn through their fuel faster. Eventually, they run out of energy and collapse under their own gravity. When this happens, the outer layers of the star are blown away in a massive explosion called a supernova. During the explosion, the outer layers of the star are blown away into space. This creates an incredibly bright light that can outshine an entire galaxy for a short period. The explosion releases huge amounts of energy, radiation, and heavy elements like gold, iron, and other materials that form new stars, planets, and even life over time. After the explosion, what's left behind depends on the size of the original star. If the star was supermassive, the core might collapse into a black hole. If the star was big but not big enough for a black hole, the core turns into a neutron star. The gravity of neutron star is so strong that it crushes the atoms inside the core. Normally, atoms have a nucleus with protons and neutrons, surrounded by electrons. In a neutron star, the gravity forces protons and electrons to merge, turning them into neutrons. So, the star is mostly made of neutrons, hence called neutron star. Neutron stars are super dense. Imagine squeezing the mass of the Sun into a sphere about the size of a city, around 20 kilometers or 12 miles across. So what its surface is? The surface of a neutron star is smooth but very hot. It's not like Earth where we walk on rocks and sol. It's mostly made of tightly packed matter, and it has a super strong magnetic field. Some of you might thinking, can we see neutron stars? Well, neutron stars are hard to see directly because they're small and don't shine like normal stars. But we can detect them because they sometimes shoot out beams of radiation, like a lighthouse, which we can observe with telescopes. In summary, a neutron star is the incredibly dense core left behind after a big star explodes. Made almost entirely of neutrons, and is one of the most extreme objects in the universe. I hope you find this video interesting and enjoyed the video. Subscribe the channel to get updated regularly with interesting real-life knowledge of science. Comment if you want to know about any topic in detail.